Hello, everybody. It's episode 46 of Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. It's early because I screwed up, and last night I should have gotten this done. It is the morning of February 15th. It is my son's 23rd birthday. Dante, happy birthday. And this whole video is dedicated to you because you've been amazing. I've been very lucky to have you. Um, just a few of the raw facts out of the way. Dante was born in Cleveland at the Cleveland Clinic in 1998 on this date, February 15th. He was born at 11:04 at night, so my ex-wife Dylan had to go through a whole day of labor, as a first child you often do. We got there at 9 in the morning. They used some chemicals to induce her pregnancy, Pitocin and some others. I don't remember the details. I remember Nubane was really good. They hit her up with the Nubane through the IV, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's good stuff." Um, Eventually, he was finally born at 11:04. A few funny things about the birth. So, in 1998, a lot of people like to have their friends bring in or family bring in a camcorder and record the birth. And Dylan was like, "No, we're not doing that." And so, as an alternative, they brought in this convex mirror, like the kind that they used to have in department stores for security. Sometimes you still see one. They're pretty big. They're like as big as an oscillating fan, and they're convex. They're curved out so that like reflects back bigger, right? They put that in front of her, like so she could see if she wanted to. She took one look down there. She's like, "Get that thing the fuck out of here." And I was like, "I don't blame you, babe. That was not pleasant to look at, and especially if you know that's happening to your body, that was pretty rough." But so the birth was a little unusual. Dante had a very long umbilical cord, and it was wrapped around his neck 3 times. It was wrapped around his arm, his leg, and his body. It was amazing. And as soon as I saw that, he came out blue, and he didn't take that first breath. It was a little scary. So I did not get to cut the cord. The doctor's like, "I got to do this." I go, "Yeah, do what you got to do." And so he cut the cord really quickly. They carried him over to the little table like they do, and he took a breath before he got to the table, so that was a relief. They took care of him, did all the APGAR stuff, made sure he was okay, and they worked on Dylan, sewed her up because, God, ladies, I don't know how you do it. You're all amazing. I don't know how you have those babies, but you do, and thank you. Thank you for doing that. It was good though. It was after that. It was good. He came home. We continued our lives in Cleveland for another year and a half, and he seemed to be doing fine. And then when we got to Colorado, like I said, he was about a year and a half old. He started exhibiting signs of his autism, and we really autism wasn't as well known around 2000 as it is now. The symptoms of it weren't clear. We should have known. I mean, when I think about what we know now, I mean, it's always easy to move the goal line back when hindsight is 2020. But he was flapping a lot, and today you'd know that's a sign of autism. But then we just thought he was just jumping up and down, having a good time while watching his little Disney movies that we had on VHS, like The Jungle Book and Robin Hood were 2 of his favorites. You get very excited and jump in front of him and do that a lot. But then we realized that the behaviors were getting repetitive. He was a bright little baby. I mean, he was pointing to letters in the alphabet at like 12, 14 months. We're like, "Where's K?" I mean, just have the whole alphabet. Boom, K. Where's Z? Boom. So he was really, really on top of things. But then he leveled off. He wasn't starting to speak like a kid that age should start to speak. Physically, he was fine. He was walking fine. He was a very cautious baby. I think a lot of autistic kids or kids with autism have that. So it's been a journey, but he's an amazing person. I'm so lucky. He lives with me now, and I hope he lives with me for a long time, to be honest. It's weird when you have a child with autism. It depends on the autism. With Dante, you can just tell his brain is not wired to speak very well. It's hard for him to talk. It's very choppy, disjointed speaking, but he gets words out and he knows what he wants to say. But I have a 23-year-old son that I've never had a real conversation with, so that's difficult. I guess he's amazing. This is one of my favorite pictures of him. This is back in like 2nd or 3rd grade. I love this one. So cute. There he is. There's my boy. And I'll probably put a picture of him up on the thumbnail for the video, a recent picture. Since he's, like I said, he's a 23-year-old man now. He, so we started, we moved back to Colorado in 2000, late 99, early 2000. Dylan had to come ahead of me because she had secured a job at Rocky Flats. She was part of the cleanup effort. She was a numbers cruncher. She wasn't out in the field. And then I had to stay back and close down the theater that I was working at and sell the house. And so for 4 months, I didn't get to see Dante. And when I did finally get back, at the end of January 2000, he did not recognize me, and that was hard. And then we finally, we forged a relationship again, because with that little brain of his, and just started our life in the world of raising a special needs child. But this is more about him. I'm sorry, I made a lot about me and my ex-wife. So let's make the last 4 minutes especially about him, about how great he is, because he is. He's a very calm, sweet. He's got the best heart of any human being I've ever known. I mean that. There's not a mean bone in his body. He doesn't know how to do it. He's not wired that way. He's shown us that he is capable of so much more than we all ever thought he would be. He was in diapers and didn't speak until he was 6, but to our credit, we tried really hard with him and worked really hard with him and helped him get to a place he needed to be. We lived in Lakewood till about 2005, until 2005, and then we moved to Aurora to get closer to Dylan's new job, which was once Dante was diagnosed, she gained a passion for working with kids with special needs, and now I do it. But we moved out there. Luckily, got him into Cherry Creek School District, who is renowned for working with kids with autism, especially at that time. They still are. And luckily, he ran into a path of educators and people that care that really helped him along and do great. I work currently with people that worked with him. I work currently at his high school where he graduated in 2016. They also have a program called Transitions for Special Needs Kids, and they let them do that until they're 21. So in 2019, he graduated from there. He was pushed by a wonderful woman named Rose Duran, and she's like, he can do a lot more than you guys think he can. And Dylan and I always thought he could do a lot. So it was good that he had people to push him, because he started taking public transportation to a job back in 2019. He was doing well at the job. He was well regarded there, well liked. And unfortunately, that shut down because of COVID about a year ago. So he's been just hanging out with me, which is great. I mean, he basically wants to be in his own world like many people with autism do. We've done a lot of fun things together. We've done some traveling. Me and Dante and his brother went to Legoland a few years ago. We do a lot of walks. We do a lot of hikes. Dante and I, most nights, we get together and it's our little dance party. And we just, the computer's hooked up to a TV. We have a big screen TV, and we just pick out songs. And luckily, he loves 80s music. So I just go, "What song do you want me to type in next?" And he's like, in his disjointed voice, he goes, "In Your Arms Tonight" by Cutting Crew. And so we do that. And then I type it in real fast, and we play the song, we dance to it, and we just keep going. He's a lot of fun, and I'm just so lucky that he has turned out to be such a great kid. I'm trying to think of what else he does. I mean, I don't know if he could ever be truly independent, but he can, he makes he gets his own food. He generally doesn't cook. I like to cook. I do that for both of the kids, but he's so super capable, and just like I said, the sweetest kid. And Dante, I love you so much, and you've been so great. And here's to another 23, 33, 43, whatever it is before I die. But let's make the best of it. Let's keep doing our dance parties. Let's keep going for our walks, and let's just see what the future holds. Because if you stay positive, the future's great. And he's been like that. He's been a positive, wonderful force in my life. He's the reason I'm a decent parent. It's all because of him. So thank you, Dante. Happy birthday. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day, And thanks. See you later. Bye. Actually, happy President's Day. Bye.